welcome to this exhibit pack update. Here you can see our 4 ambassadors engaging in some social behaviors during a rally, a time when they come together after a howl or after a period of rest, and they start greeting each other. You can see a lot of social behaviors sometimes, a little bit of mild aggression, but that's not at all what we're seeing here, especially being very social here are Rika and Grayson displaying some invite chases, jaw sparing, some soft muscle bites, and you can see some rubs under the chin, and paying special attention to what Cass is doing as well. He's attempting to get involved and very interested, but Rika and Grayson are more focused on each other and interacting with each other. Rika is instigating a lot of it with some write-ups, some pawing, which these are behaviors that can be considered a display of dominance, but are also social, so it depends on context, and if you read their facial expressions, you can kind of tell that it's kind of remaining pretty social, and Grayson seems to respond really well as well. We've been given out enrichments every day. Here they receive some grouse wings, and they tend to gnaw and gnaw at it until they can kind of consume a lot of it. You can see how this also often stimulates a lot of food begging behaviors and food guarding behaviors. You see Cass kind of crouching, lowering himself, tucked tail, and Grayson doing a lot more of food guarding. These interactions of food guarding get really intense between Cass and Blackstone. Cass can be really intense about food begging and food guarding, and it also has made Grayson kind of intensify just of how persistent Cass can be. You can see doing some write-ups. This video is from June 12th. We've had a series of storms this month, and this one was hail. So we were able to capture the wolves' reaction to hail on this day, and you can see there were some investigative behaviors from Rika, kind of looking, her ears are kind of moving a little bit. There's some confusion, right? But then you can also see once they start feeling, feeling the hail hit on their bodies, there's a little bit of a reaction of running and trying to, seek refuge a little bit. There's a little bit of anxious behavior there. And you can see that these instances, Grayson was showing a little bit of a weakness, some vulnerabilities by kind of getting nervous, and Rika took advantage of this, as you can see here. She was kind of focused on him a little bit. So we kept a close look at them. They were taking refuge, and after all that, it didn't last very long. Again, on June 18, we had a pretty bad storm as well, and you can hear that thunder while they were resting under the eaves. The space that stays really dry during rains, resting all together, which is great to see. But again, you see that there's some head tilting. However, they feel still pretty comfortable close to each other. You can see Grayson and Rika touching, while resting together. So we like to see that. Some other good news is that we have our pond finally working properly. We were able to fix everything we needed to, and it's all good to go. And we can see Rika taking advantage of some of those pools that form at the top of the pond towards the waterfall, where water is coming already filtered. So we love to see them taking advantage of that. Here's a bit of a howl, a chorus howl. You can see Rika with a little bit of focus on Blackstone, and some posturing there. But also we were able to capture a bit of a parallel gait between Cass and Rika. It's brief, but it's pretty obvious. So again, no official pair bonding, but definitely she's feeling pretty close to Cass, and still with Grayson as well. We see some things here and there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.